And we are back in what I expect to be a mirror match with our opponent doing the exact same move that we did with our Fire Plume's Heart, although ours is obviously better because it is golden. Is our opponent's golden? Okay, no, that's good. And we have the super anti-aggro tech of Armor Smith, and I just realized we do not have a Shield Slam. And the thing is, my deck, I only have one Shield Slam in my deck, period. Or in my collection, I should say. This is a great card, I've already decided. It is fantastic. So we have options here of obviously taking the biggest, baddest card or taking something that's going to help us on curve. And I feel like taking the biggest and the baddest is going to be the game plan for right now. Maybe that's a little greedy, but because we are coming up against another warrior who is Quest Warrior, I am very much expecting this to be a grind it out type of match. And this sort of play here I'm kind of doing without even talking or explaining. I used to play a lot of Control Warrior. I was able to build up that deck. I still only have one Brawl, as you can see in this deck list here on the side. But I really liked Control Warrior, so having that sort of removal for 5 health, that combo of, where is it, Slam first so that we also get to draw, into then Fiery War Axe to remove a 5 health minion was very, very classic Control Warrior type of move. And because of that, I think the Warrior package could move slightly. Oh, coming out with a 5-mana taunt. Oh, that's a cool one. I really like that one, to be honest with you. I think we're just going to draw, unfortunately, and not really be too happy about it. And then I think we're going to wait. So this was obviously the issue with us taking the greedy play of taking Soggoth. If we had the 4-3 on board, we'd be off to the races. I'd be punching into this, and it would be no problem at all, right? But because we have the situation where we went greedy and we went Soggoth, hey, Soggoth is going to win us the game. Sure, but we have to first make it to that point. So maybe what we took off of our Discover of Stonehill Defender, which is a great card. I really like it. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, well, two can play at that game, my friend. The issue is he's going to get a ton of armor, but that's okay. So this is 3, 4. Oh, no, this is 3 plus 4 here. So, yeah, our opponent's going to get some work done, but we're also going to get some drawing going on, which I think is going to be really more important. And we get a little bit of armor to keep up with our opponent, but I'm much less worried about that. Much more concerned with the actual draws. There we go. That's a good one to see. And the other question is, do I want this trade or do I want to leave that sort of thing? Because I'm assuming this trade happens. I feel like this trade might be the better idea. Because now the 3-1 can't just trade into the 1, or the 3-2 can't trade in. And so we're losing our opportunity to gain a little bit more armor. But I think we're making up for it by guaranteeing a kill here. If our opponent just doesn't War Axe us, because they should be War Axing us soon. And our opponent is 1 ahead of us on the quest. I kind of wish, for the sake of being able to make these videos, I feel like I wish there was a better way to show the quests. But just so it doesn't absolutely dominate the screen. But it is good just to make it very clear. Opponent is at 2-7. We are at 1-7. Although, we're going to be able to start really dropping really, really, really soon. Our whole hand is taunts. So, yeah, we have that exact same card in our hand. Oh, wow. Opponent's going to get to armor up, but I'm not really bothered. What's the best play? I think we need to throw out the most power. But I feel like we also kind of need to get our taunts going, right? We don't want to fall too far behind. Because I think next turn we're going to go 8. Yeah, I discover last, but I don't really mind. Oh, baby. I think the Bog Creeper is pretty good here. Because we don't have elementals in this deck. So I think this is just going to be a better type of minion. And then we'll just say go. So we've kind of caught up in terms of taunts. We're up to 3. Opponent's at 3. We're going to... And I guess there might have been some merit. No, we only had big options, though. There would have potentially been merit if we could have got something really, really small to have comboed. But... Oh, there's something funky going on with the way Hearthstone. There we go. Nope. But honestly, I feel like, yeah, this is, that's to be, again, 3 and 2, that's to be expected. Gonna steal a little health, that's okay. I think these decks are gonna be refined. Obviously, they're gonna be refined. Oh, terrifying. So, oh, War Axe for us is delicious. The question is then, what are we gonna play? Or do we do it this way? 2s? 2 across the board to all other minions. So we can attack, clear everything except for this and this. Our opponent is a little farther ahead, but I think I'd rather go this way. No. We need to attack in though, right? Because this is only 2. So we'll attack first. And we'll attack first just in case we get something else that changes our game plan. Let's be honest. This is fine. And our opponent's armoring up. But if they're playing a similar deck to what we're doing, it's not going to make that much of a difference, the armor in the long run, because we're both going to be throwing, basically, we're both going to turn ourselves into Ragnaros and then just start beating each other up that way. So these tests are kind of, these mirror matches, I do enjoy these mirror matches, but I definitely kind of want to be testing this deck against pirates and things like that. I say, oh, famous last words. But you know what I mean? I kind of, because the meta has been so shook up, because Standard also rotated right now, there's simply no way for us to know. Interesting. Execute? Oh, just giving it. Oh, okay, just wants to get that extra card in deck. That's fine. I can respect that. I can really respect that. And now if we kill ourselves, I mean, we can go 2. We can go 2 and 7, actually, because that's a pretty big taunt. And then it kind of keeps up the pressure. So I like that a lot, actually. It keeps up the pressure. Yes, we lose our taunt. We trade unfavorably with a 1-5, which is really a 3-5 because we only get to interact on our turn. And then we got a big Bog Creeper, which is going to either eat a big removal, or we're now going to basically complete our quest next turn. And I think I like Soggoth for once we have a little bit of control. But we'll see. We'll see what happens here. Our opponent's obviously playing, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we were to talk after the game and we were both to have the same deck. Execute. Kind of. Oh, Dirty Rat. Soggoth. Brawl? Oh, slam time. Okay, so now we have to complete our quest this turn so that we can be 1 turn ahead at least. So, yeah, I think we just attack, drop both taunts. And that times out perfectly with the fact that, hey, Fire Plume's Heart has been completed. 5 mana, we're going to start throwing out Ragnaros Fireballs, and we have much more in the way of resources. The issue is, of course, our opponent's going to complete their quest this turn as well. But I think we were able to kind of out-resource them a little bit at the beginning. And that Dirty Rat really wasn't, you know, it was the most neutral Dirty Rat option. Now our opponent's going to be able to Ragnaros us, to be fair. So if their Rag misses our Bog Creeper, I don't want to say we win. But, oh, never mind. They get to attack. Oops, it is a weapon as well. It's not only... Oh, Die Insect. Oh, it's even called Die Insect. Classic. And I think we'll do this way. And we're going to obviously hero power first now, hoping that we hit it. And then we'll taunt. And we're off to the races. And we get a little bit more bonus armor. This is going to be actually very, very interesting how these games actually go, how this mirror actually works out. I'm trying to think this through now. Maybe I'll just do a little thinking out loud. Because once we both have this, our minions are going to be weaker, right? But neither of our decks are really built to go wide. And the way that we know this from years of having Ragnaros, the way that you beat Ragnaros is by going wide. The issue is these decks are not built to go wide. We hope we hit this one now a lot. Oh, that's really sad for us. Do we want to draw? I think what we want to do here is kind of this play. And this is a little bit of combo for removing that stuff. And then also at the same time, 4, 3. I think we'll... I don't even... No, I'm not... And the thing is, I would normally attack here, right? And I'm going to go ahead and Tar Creeper as well. I would normally attack. But the issue is because on his turn, he's going to be able to do so little to me. I can just leave it and then hope we hit our rag next turn. The issue is he's going to be killing this board off before I'm really able to do too much. So it is going to get to a point where I really don't know how this is going to end up being won. I mean, we have the armor, and I'm expecting that we'll be able to out-resource him in the sense that we're ahead on board now. But because we are both simply playing big taunts, I don't know what else. I mean, he's going to be able to pick things away at his discretion and then hope that he hits, you know, to increase his chances of hitting something that he wants. He should... Oh, that's a good one. So we got his Death Rattle back. That's a really good one for us as well. I think the game plan is simply Insect first. That's pretty good. I guess we'll draw now. We got a Slam of our own. And I think we have to keep pushing because we're so much closer to fatigue. Do we have room for that? Yeah, we totally do. And I think I have to start pushing here because I think we're going to lose if we don't push a little. Because this is just going to decimate the board. A little bit of armor, that's going to be good for him. Although, you know, he's drawing closer to even with us when it comes to fatigue. Again, not the end of the world. So now we do have the option, actually, of getting 8 on face, and I kind of like that the most. So I'm going to tank this extra damage in order to get the 8 face damage in, because I think that's going to be how we're going to end up winning here. Because he can't armor up anymore. He has played 1 shield block. He could play a second. There's no doubt about it. This is such an and I mean, because... Okay, there we go. Oh, that... Oh, no. Well, that's still good because it's, you know, a minion that we wanted. You know, we wanted to get cheated out, which is fine. But, you know, getting Sagoth would definitely be better. Oh, Sagoth would be way better. Oh, and he's willing to do that as opposed to... This is... Oh, wait, hold on. This is maybe lethal, right? We Cruel Task, execute. 5-2. Not quite, but I think we have to push for it. Not quite lethal. But we're getting close now. That Dirty Rat, maybe. I mean, he could brawl here. He could brawl and then die Insect. But if he does that, he's going to play a really small minion, and all we need to do is get a little bit lucky with our own Ragnaros self. Very, very cool. I really like this. Tarlord, bleh, whatever. 5, 7, 9. Oh, we don't have it. Wait, 5, 7, 9. We don't actually have the lethal unless this hits. Now we have lethal. Oh, it actually didn't matter. No matter what that hit, that was going to be lethal. Oops. That was still a fun game. Mirror is definitely going to be interesting. I'm going to have to think a little bit more about that one. Okay, so we got ourselves a little bit of a hunter who's going ultra aggro. Cornered Sentry could trade with his entire board. I think it's worth it, even though this could backfire horribly because we're giving up so much power. I really, really do not want to play a Cornered Sentry again. That's really awful. I don't know what he could get that would actually be good for us. Yeah, +1/+1 is... Oh, that's bad for us. Miss, miss, miss. There we go. I guess that's honestly probably one of the better ones, right? All we have now is this to deal with. I think we do it again because we're close to starting to hit our big minions. And again, this simply trades in. And we need to stay ahead because I think once... once this comes down, we could be in trouble. Oh, that's funny. Oh, kill command. That's going to be scary. Okay. So now we definitely have some cards that we want to be seeing. We still have lots of low costed taunts that we could get. And that is not one of them. Wow, this is really bad. This is basically all of our late game except for our second Direhorn hatchling, which I really like. He's super cute. I don't know if he's powerful enough, to be honest. Maybe he's not. Oh no. Oh no. Stampede. Please be the only one you play. This sort of combo card. Oh, good. Only one. Only one. That's nice. Stonehill Defender. You are late, my friend. And so because we're going up against a deck that's flooding this way, we really want to see our second Ravaging Ghoul ASAP. Taunt. Oh, that's a sad one as well. He's going to be able to trade, you know, he's going to pick his... Our opponent's getting to pick their trades, basically. And this is done reasonably, I think. So, getting this adapt, I just have this as a one of. I'm basically just doing it just to playtest. And I know we're so slow against Hunter. Hunter generally has a good time against Warrior. Health, stealth, no. We just need health right now. Massive health. We hope we dodge a deadly shot. Because if we ever do stabilize, we'll be very... Oh, wow, that's brutal. That's good. Yeah, this is going to be such a strong card for this Hunter deck. Okay, well, we're both coming up on it, so that's good. Execute, I think we're doing... This is 3, 6, 7, 8. So I think we're going to go give me a Taunter. That's a good... This is a really good taunt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Of course, I mean, if we were able to if we had our Ravaging Ghoul, this would be the play every time. But I think we're gonna need some Ally Smith. And as much as I wanted to armor up there to kind of save ourselves, and then this is gonna be 5 mana, so we need to save our Execute for that. I feel like we needed to do it this way so that we can kind of maybe do this next turn or look to clear the board. Because there's a couple 1-drops in our opponent's hand that they drew from last turn. That's scary. I hope that is not... he could go 5-6 right now. We know that. Our opponent has 5-6 in terms of... That's good. If our opponent has to trade this off, that makes us pretty happy right now. Although they could drop something horrible onto us. Destroy a friendly minion, adapt twice. Well, at least it's not a 1-drop, but there's still mana for that. Plus 3 health. Can't be targeted. Perfect. 1-drops. Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. Ravaging Ghoul. Not good enough. Not good enough. We could Primordial Drake, I think. Right? I think Primordial Drake is probably the best option. So I'll take my bonus draw. Unless, yeah, let's get a bonus draw and see what happens. I just think clearing this board is going to be so much better. It's going to be very interesting to see how this plays out. Now, I know losing Primordial Drake might seem very, very bad in light of the fact that we know we have a big amount of... Oh, that's so bad for us. Oh, is he just trading in? Dropping a 1-drop? Ooh, dropping a 5-drop. Terrifying. We finish our quest now, so that's nice. The question is, how do we want to do it? 3 plus 4? Oh, we can go 3 plus 4 plus 2. Yeah, that's the best way. Give me that Sulfuras. And so the plan here is... the plan here is not die. So we trade this off. We now lose our ability to armor, but because we have the ability to kill off stealth minions, oh, brutal. I think we just go face, because we're gonna have to try and win at somehow now. So our opponent probably drops a 1-drop next turn. This turn, I mean. Okay. Drops a couple 2-drops, but at least now cannot drop the... Can't throw out their quest reward. Oh, that's unfortunate. Hope it's not a great beast. Yeah, that's unfortunate. If we'd killed the stealth minion, I think this would be a slightly different game. We really need some help right now, I think. We could use... That's not what we could use. Let's get some drawage going. Shield block, still not what we need. I think Ravaging Ghoul was what I wanted this whole time. Oh, if we had Ravaging Ghoul. I think we lost now. We attack, we execute, but then we're not able to kill the big... We're not able to kill the big guy next turn. We brawl, and then, I mean, we just kill whatever's left, right? The issue is then we have nothing to deal with the flood of cards that's coming. So maybe we save it, but I think we're dead, though, if we do it that way. Oh, this is really unfortunate. So, I mean, there's 3 out of 5 that are good results. Oh, that's moderate. So the issue is we're going to get a big minion thrown down at us. And then hope... Oh, it's only 5 mana, so there's an issue with this. Oh, or just Call of the Wild. That's also a bad result. We'll do this. We will do this and hope we hit one of these two. There we go. Okay. So this is a little bit bad now because, you know, armor and all that. Hopefully next turn we're able to get Alley Armorsmith out. We still have our Execute, which we can now activate with the Armorsmith, which is good. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of minions there. But we do honestly have a bit of a chance to hit... We do have a chance to hit this. The problem, of course, is that... do we just have to roll here? I don't think there's any other way to do this. Other than... If we attack and execute first, and then we hit this, I think we're kind of better. Because that's only going to be 4 mana. And then I think we can throw down the Alley Armorsmith. Because it's going to be really good when all these little minions come down. So I think we're... If we'd had a Ravaging Ghoul at a few points throughout this game, I think we would have been in a lot better shape. So that is definitely a little bit of a... That's a decent result. And I like putting this up, and I like going face here. It is unfortunate that our Armorsmith... Maybe we need to look to add a second Armorsmith in this deck. That could be good. Maybe getting rid of the Cruel Taskmaster. That's a scary card. That's... Oh, no. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. That's okay. I think we need the armor here. Let's do some more. Why didn't I do that first? That could have and should have been lethal. We will go with some minions like this. Wow, that should have been lethal. Although maybe, you know, there's no guarantee. Actually, we needed to kill the Cult Master, then go face. So it looks like we'll be able to maintain... Oh, boy. Oh, here we go. Here comes the chain. Here comes the chain. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Uh-oh. Oh, well. Oh, that's horrible. That was already attacking in. Oh, I think we're okay here. I think we're okay. The 3 goes there. I don't know, actually. How do you make this trade? 3 and 6, and the 2 goes here? Oh, yeah, that's awful. Minion in hand? No. Okay, how can we not miss lethal now? So I think we weapon here. We draw first. No. We draw first in the event that we get something that helps more. And now we hero power for a 50-50 win. That's unfortunate, so we're going to have to put out the biggest taunt and hope that there's no more direct damage in our opponent's hand. Like, if this is direct damage, we just lose. And this was... I don't know, this card's been in hand for a while now, so I don't really know what it is. We really need to stop this train. Oh boy. What is that? Oh. Good, good, good. That was really, really down to the wire. That was really cool. That Hunter Quest didn't end up being quite as scary as I thought it was, to be honest.